So today is the day I've been working towards for the last probably 6 months. Today we head to China because of course I'm shooting at the International Climbing Federation Sport Climbing Competition. That's a mouthful and a half, jeez. So as I said, or hopefully I said, we're flying out to China today, which is something that I never thought I'd say. It's a little bit terrifying, but it's gonna be super duper fun, I'm hoping so. A lot of footage, a lot of photographs, so I'm just gonna shut up, head through security, and get ready to board my flight. I really don't know how much talking is gonna be done during the vlog, but that's alright. Let's get going. Alright, so we've arrived in Sydney Airport. Literally we've spent the last 3 or so hours just wandering, doing random stuff, which is just fine by me. We've got our passes for the next flight, which is good. There's a few forms to fill out just because it's China and China can be strict. We just want to make sure we do everything properly, which by the sound of things we are, and that's great. So there's not too long before our next flight, so I'm just gonna stop talking, get on with the flight. Hopefully there should be some better B-roll footage from this one, because last time I just couldn't get anything out the window, and honestly, just the shots on the inside of the plane are just mad. So let's continue the journey, try to have a fun time, even though it's 8 hours of plane rides, and just live? I don't know where that was going, just deal with it, okay? So here's the latest update. We have now arrived at our hotel. I didn't do any filming to get here simply because that was a little bit stressful, and it's best not to stress myself out in those situations, because it's like, what am I doing with myself? Where am I going? Who the heck is going to save me when I die? That made no sense, but you know, we'll go with it. The hotel is super nice. We've got swimming pools, we've got so much stuff. It's huge, like this complex is just ginormous. It's insane. Plus the room that we're staying in is pretty nice. It's small, it's cozy, but it'll do the job. Anyway, I need to hit the hay today because I'm exhausted and it's been a long day, because of course traveling is always a long day. So I'm just gonna hit the hay, stop talking, and we'll get started tomorrow morning with hopefully our first adventure. So the second day here in China has dawned, and oh my goodness, it started out pretty darn nice. We got breakfast, which was really interesting. I believe it was a pork bun or a steam bun or something like that, and this weird deep fried stick. That's literally all I can describe it as. It was interesting.
It was bread.
What he said. Our first adventure is today. We're going out to this little island, which I know a little bit about, but not that much. But it's a little island where there's just some interesting stuff to go and have a look-see, and possibly photograph and video, and yeah, it should be nice. Plus, it's super duper great that I can actually see everything now. I can see Xiamen over there. I can see the rest of the hotel, and oh my goodness, is it beautiful. Just look.
Like, what is that? What is that? What? No way. It's freaking pretty.
But anyway, we're gonna head out right now, so I'm gonna stop talking and just get on with things. So we've just taken this lovely little boat trip out to this incredible island. I don't even know the name. I know I'm an uncultured swine, I agree. But the nature is beautiful. All the random little shops around the place are super interesting and super odd, and it's just wonderful. Apparently it's called Gulang Yu. I'm probably butchering that name, but I don't care. I'm just going to continue enjoying myself. Today has been an incredibly fun day, getting to explore that island with so many different things. To be clear, I didn't film everything. I'm really focusing on making sure to enjoy the holiday for what it is rather than film everything, because if I don't, I'm not going to enjoy it all that much. Because of course the actual main reason I'm here is to do photography, which starts in a couple of days, and before any of that starts, I may as well get some time in to just not think about it. Tomorrow morning though, we're going to go and find the competition venue just so that we know where it is, so that it makes it easy to locate everything. And then after that, I think we're actually heading into central town, into the actual area of Xiamen, so that we can have it and explore, because of course that's where the main shops are. I'm not much of a shopping person, but it would be interesting just to see what they supply. We've already had a look at some of them, but that was on the island, and it was interesting there, even though it was the same thing every 4 shops. But it's just interesting to explore a place that you're not aware of. But anyway, it's time to hit the hay. I'm exhausted because we've been walking all day, and I'm really happy right now. I just want to say that because, of course, as you know, I'm not really great with my mental health, so just remember, life does get better, life changes, things happen, and it hopefully will work out. Enough chatting, time to go and get some sleep so that I can enjoy tomorrow as much as I can. Welcome to another day here in Xiamen, China. Today is going to hopefully be an interesting day. We're heading to some of the shops, which is the best word that I can use for it, even though that's probably not accurate. We're going to the shopping district of Xiamen. It's going to be an experience and a half, I'm sure. It's going to probably have a ton of people, hopefully a ton of different products that we don't see at home, and just a different experience. That's what's important about travel. That's what makes it so incredible, the experiences. It's not about being comfortable, even though I'm very comfortable right now in a beautiful hotel. It's about being able to see some different things. And honestly, for me, my travel experiences, the places that I've been, have never been overly beautiful. I mean, they're beautiful in their own special way, but they're not like clean like New Zealand, which is my home. But enough chat, I'm just gonna stop talking. We're gonna head out shortly, I think, get our taxi, head into town, and just explore. But before then, we went out this morning, had a walk again, found the venue for the climbing event that I'm working at tomorrow, which is fantastic to tick that off the list. It's quite interesting, it's actually built into the ground. So the walls are 15 meters high, but because they're in the ground, they don't jut up 15 meters, which is super interesting. Okay, that'll do for the talking. Time to get going. So we've just arrived back from our little shopping excursion. Now, to be completely and utterly honest, it wasn't that thrilling. I don't know how much footage I got, simply because it was more of the same. It's more of what I saw yesterday, and I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it all that much, to be honest. But that's fine. One thing that I did enjoy though this morning is a simple little thing. As we were walking out of the lobby, I noticed a few people that were standing around. Now, in China, there aren't a whole lot of people that are European / American looking, you know, they don't tend to have that same look. And on top of that, they were wearing some very distinctive clothing. You see, these were climbers for the event tomorrow. And my dad, being the nosy bugger that he is, and friendly to be completely clear with you, he wanders right up with them and starts to have a full-on conversation. And frankly, that was amazing. It was cool to say hello to some people that are part of that community. It was cool to be able to have a real chat with them, and also it's good to get my name out there, okay? Every single little bit helps, baby, because of course, who knows, maybe this could be a career for me, which is kind of terrifying, traveling around the world and shooting photography events. Or at least shooting climbing events anyway. But now that we're back, we're going to spend the next little while just relaxing, because we've had a full-on last few days. Of course, we flew over here in 17 hours, and then we went to the island yesterday, which was a full day, and my feet are absolutely destroyed with blisters. So I think some relaxation is in order. So I think it's probably about time to end today's video. Honestly, I am very, very, very tired. It doesn't help that tomorrow I've got the first day of the competition, which is a little bit terrifying, but I think it's going to be really fun. I'm pretty confident, unlike I normally am, so fingers crossed it's going to be good. So I think I'm just going to quit the talking right now, because I've got nothing else to say until tomorrow morning before I leave. Now, just to be really clear, I'm not really planning on doing any recording while the competition itself, simply because that seems a little bit unprofessional, and because I want to focus on the job that I am there for. So yeah, let's hit the hay, have a good evening, and I don't really know what else to say. So this is it. Today is the day, the first day of the competition itself. I'm a little bit anxious, to be quite honest with you, and I haven't felt anxious this entire time while being away, which has been simply incredible. But I'm ready for today. It's exciting as well as pretty terrifying, but I think everything is going to go well. So I think I need to stop my jib jab, get ready to go. I've got 20 minutes before I leave, and as I said yesterday, whether or not you were watching it or something like that, I'm not going to do any filming whatsoever while I'm there, simply because I need to focus on the job that I'm there. I want to do the best that I can. I want to be able to impress people so that they want me back. That's the aim, people. So without further ado, let's get on with today, have some fun, and just be happy. Today has been immensely fun. I finally got to meet Eddie in person for the first time, and all my fears that he'd be different, or all my fears that I wouldn't get along with him, that's a better way of saying that, they completely disappeared. Oh my goodness, I could spend ages with that guy. I did spend ages with that guy, and I could spend ages more with him. He's so great to work with. Well, in my opinion anyway. And then on top of that, I'm just walking around the place, taking photographs of some insane people. Adam Andres standing over there, and then you got Margot Hayes over there, and just like, what is this? All I can say is I'm having a ball. I'm extremely happy, and I'm so glad that I'm here. Remember, there have been months and months before this was all planned, before I arrived here, and honestly I've been terrified for so long, but it's all come together finally, and I'm absolutely loving every second of that, and it's absolutely amazing. But I've been working super duper hard pretty much all day, taking photographs, I've been editing, I've been doing all sorts of stuff that have been so much fun, so I'm exhausted. It's time to get some sleep, I think. I'm just gonna quit the jib jab right now because I got nothing else to say, and as I said, I'm very, very tired. So let's get some sleep, get ready for tomorrow, which is going to be another big day. My first day of a World Cup lead champs, which is exciting. Today was just speed, so I'm looking forward to something a little bit different and another day. So without further ado, time to go to bed. Another day has dawned here in Xiamen in China. Today we've got the second day of the 2019 lead and speed competition for the International Climbing Federation. Honestly, right now I'm feeling pretty darn tired. I don't know why exactly. Before now I've been okay, but at the moment I'm just shattered. I'll deal with it, and I'll make sure today is as fun as possible, even though my feet are absolutely destroyed. You see, all over my feet are blisters. Blisters everywhere. Converse Chucks are not a good idea for lots of walking. I've never had a problem like this before with Chucks, but for whatever reason my feet are just like, nope, I can't deal with this, and I'm like, oh thanks guys. Good job. But just like yesterday, I am not going to be doing any filming whatsoever because that's unprofessional, and also because I am there to do a specific job, which is what I want to be doing. So I'm going to be a good little boy and not do anything like that. Plus, I feel like I could get in some serious trouble because I think I need some sort of rights or something like that to be able to do it. So, you know, we'll just be a good little person as much as possible. So without further ado, let's get on the way, have some fun today, and I'll have a chat when everything has come to an end. Oops, I accidentally on purpose skipped 2 days. The competition is now over. It literally finished about half an hour ago. Honestly, I'm not feeling fantastic right now. I'm tired, I'm sad because that competition is over, and I've got a whole bunch of mixed emotions. You see, I've really enjoyed the competition. I've enjoyed all the different people. Eddie, for one thing, who's the photographer I'm working with. I've enjoyed getting to meet all the climbers. Like, literally, I've had conversations with people I would never dream of actually getting to meet, and now I'm just talking casually to them. Well, not really, but kinda. It's confusing. It's more that I'm following Eddie around and he's chatting with everyone and I'm listening between everyone. So, you know, it's not really me having a conversation, but, you know, it's confusing. And then I had lunch with some climbers, and then lunch with some commentators, and then lunch with other people, and they feel kind of famous, and that's kind of cool. And I'm just like, hi, I'm a little nerd. How you doing? But today is our last day in China. Tomorrow we head over to Japan, Tokyo, which is a little bit terrifying because it's completely different than China. I hear it's much better, but then it's also a different place. You have to learn again. Like, we learned little things here that helped us a lot, and we've somehow got to do that again tomorrow. We'll do it. We'll deal with it. It's just hard. Not to mention that we get in at like 11 o'clock and then have to get through security, and then have to travel out to the hotel, and then have to somehow contact the hotel. I'm just gonna stop blabbering and sleep like right now. I'm just gonna stop. Bye.